Broadcasting from somewhere in, well, I guess we're in Burbank today.
We are. You have arrived, though. We are Nick and Desiree's Infinite Dance Cast.
Dance Cast.
We are dance all day, every day, all the time, even in Burbank.
Even in Burbank.
That's right. We're here live.
This is usually the time of the show where I say, on the show today, but we don't have anyone.
It's Nick and Des.
Just Nick and Des. If you can believe it, we have not run out of interviewees, but it's just we're calling this Crazy Week.
It is because everybody's working on some new show.
That's correct.
And getting the timing right was becoming impossible.
Absolutely impossible. And I was in New Orleans yesterday.
That's up to last night.
Up to last night. The last 10 days I've been in New Orleans doing a movie
yes.
that I can't talk about what movie it is or what I did. It's not that big of a deal. Like, it is a big deal. I'm very excited about it, but it's just, they make you sign these confidentiality agreements.
Yeah.
They'll cut your fingers off if you tell anybody. But I will tell you, it is going to be a big blockbuster. I'm very excited.
I'm so excited as well.
And I just can't wait. Maybe I can talk about it soon.
I'll just say this. Everyone, his hair is very short. He had it cut 4 times. I don't know what that will tell you. I don't think it'll give away the big plot.
I tried to cut my hair so it'll make me look like I was skinnier.
Oh, is that what it is?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what you do.
You know what? Actually, I think it worked.
I think so too. Well, in New Orleans, the food is so rich. I had like 12 seafood platters every 2 days. That was my average.
And I know he did. He is not exaggerating.
I love it.
It was great, huh?
Oh my gosh.
New Orleans was great.
Oh, it was phenomenal. The people are wonderful, and there's a lot of films being shot down there now.
Yeah.
And like for instance, I know The Rock is down there shooting a film right now, and he's getting ready to shoot another film that's taking place in Shreveport right after the one he's doing. So,
love Shreveport.
Shreveport, yeah. There's huge tax breaks down there. So if you're in the Louisiana area or in the surrounding states, Mississippi, Alabama,
yes, get in there. Get in with those agencies. I know a lot of people get a lot of work down there.
Oh yeah, there's definitely work. Acting. There's some dance,
and there's some extra work, which is, it pays.
It does. It does pay. And the people are really sweet, very nice down there. Everyone looks at each other on the street. You look at someone and say hello.
Yeah, it's not.
And like here in LA, if somebody looks at you in your face, like, what are you looking at, son?
What do you want?
What you want? Yeah.
Here's my headshot.
Here's my
But where did you stay? Were you right near Canal?
Well, I stayed at the Embassy Suites.
Okay, that's nice.
On South Peters, and Canal is right up the road.
Nice.
So I got to go do everything.
Good.
It was phenomenal.
Good.
So anyways, that story, why I was telling you that story is because we were trying to negotiate interviews.
Correct.
But it just seemed like everyone was so busy. But we can take a moment to talk about who we do have coming up.
That's right. We got some. I'm very excited for these coming up.
Tell them.
Okay, so we are working on, and we are going to be getting nappy tabs, which everybody knows is Tabitha and Napoleon, which can't wait. And actually, they were supposed to come in today, but they're working on its new TV show, so they're going to be coming in.
Mobbed,
I know.
And
another dance show.
Another dance show.
And this one is, not as controversial, I guess.
Well, it's a reality show, but it's all based on flash mobs, and people, the pilot showed a guy proposing to his fiance or his girlfriend at the time, and they went down to Glendale, and all of a sudden it's a huge flash mob. But that's what's so good about Tabitha and Napoleon is that they're innovators, they're fun to work with, they're very creative, and just wait till you hear their story.
They're awesome. Well, we couldn't ask for more. I know Frances Manzo, who was one of our first number one first guest. She's been working on it as well, and she did tell me they were in dirt actually.
Oh, cool.
And she went, they were rehearsing before they put on makeup, and she said she went to wipe her face, and it was like she had foundation on. So it's quite crazy. There's a lot of stuff going on there with that new show.
Okay, who else do we have coming on after that?
And really excited. Hopefully, but I'm a little nervous for this one. I'm not going to lie.
Yeah, a little nervous.
Marguerite Derricks.
Oh, I'm not nervous.
I know what you're going to do.
Because she always cuts me.
And so Nick's going to probably say, and why don't you hire me, which I'm hoping he will.
No, I'm not going to say that because I don't need anyone. Now, this is going to sound conceited, but I don't want you to take it that way. I don't need anyone to define my career. I've done what I needed to do in the dance world. If I get to work for her, then awesome.
Right.
But for the longest time, I was like, I have to work for her. And it was driving me crazy. But then I realized, you know what? It's all good. Like, if it's going to happen, it's going to happen. But it just so happens that she always types me out.
Well, so at least it's not your dancing. dancing.
Well, it's yeah. Watch her let me dance the next time, and then I get cut. And it's my dancing.
You know, when we do our interview, she might make you do some pirouettes. So
she better call my agent first.
Yeah.
I don't bow down.
So that one is going to be very exciting because she's got a lot. Always has a lot going on, and her body of work is amazing. I mean, you know, Mrs. Smith and Austin Powers, and I mean, and it doesn't end.
It goes on, and you know, she's notorious.
And she did Broadway too recently.
Yes.
I mean, she really has done both coasts, and she has some great stories about the differences between New York and LA, and her thoughts on dancers in those two areas.
Right.
You know, how they differ. And I think and just so much information. One thing she always says is, technique will never go out of style.
I love that.
And I think that is something that everybody really needs to know. And we kind of get away from it. So I'm real excited. Like I said, I'm a little nervous because she's been a mentor of mine for a long time.
Well, she used to teach at the old Tremaine studio back in the day. And we'll have stories about that.
And our knees would be shaking.
Yeah, she wearing those sunglasses, sitting on the stool.
Sit in a chair.
Yeah.
And just stare at you.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, so that's exciting.
Well, so that's a great example of the dance world. I mean, two totally different styles of choreography, Tabitha Napoleon and then Marguerite Derricks.
Absolutely.
And both can work together. Both are phenomenal at what they do. It's just an interesting how they have a different approach to creating their work.
That's right.
So, exciting about that. Okay, that sound means it's time for Music Picks of the Week.
Awesome.
Desiree's up first.
I'm very excited. Okay, so my music picks for this week, we're going to start with something that's, you know, a little old school, but love this artist. Okay, don't laugh at me, everyone.
I will.
It is Jump, Shout, Boogie, and that is, of course, Barry Manilow.
Of course.
That, you got to check out. There's so much stuff you can use of his, like Dancing Fools, also good. Oh, I gave another one away. But Barry Manilow, because it's that big band, and you can use it for all ages. So, Jump, Shout, Boogie, Barry Manilow. My second pick is I Want to Be Like You. Now, you all know it's from the Disney movie, but this is the Big Bad Voodoo Daddy version of it. I couldn't think of the Big Bad Voodoo is one word, Voodoo, Daddy. So I want to be like you.
That's great.
And my last one, which is I'm switching over to a little bit of lyrical, but it's one of my most favorite songs. I know Leanne Rimes is known for other songs that are very popular. This one, just if you listen to the lyrics, it's just so heartfelt. It is entitled Probably Wouldn't Be This Way, and that is off the album This Woman. This Woman was not a huge release in the United States. In fact, I bought it when we were in Europe, and it is, you could almost use every song. It is a fabulous album. So that is
She's
Leanne.
a great artist.
Oh my gosh, you can't beat her voice. I mean, she's probably one of the top 3 vocalists, I think, in the world.
I would agree with that.
I mean, her, Celine, and I mean, she's amazing, and she gets better.
Yeah, like a fine wine.
She is, I'll tell you. So get that. This Woman, Leanne Rimes, the song is Probably Wouldn't Be This Way.
Very nice. Okay, music picks for me. Number 1, Fortunate Son by CCR, Creedence Clearwater Revival.
Here we go.
It's all about rock and roll with me. Number 2, a self-titled song, Bad Company by Bad Company.
Is that Good Company?
Yeah, I think it's good company. Sometimes it's like in the movies, like you have good bad guy or a bad good guy.
Right.
I like them both. Maybe that should be the theme song for our show, Bad Company. Because we're such bad people. Well,
speak for yourself.
Speak for yourself, buddy. Number 3, Saturday Night Special by Leonard Skinner.
Nick, what time did you do these picks?
Like 4 o'clock in the morning.
I had a...
But, you know...
No, they're good. I'm not...
They're all classics.
They are.
Now, I'd like to see Creedence Clearwater Revival, Bad Company, and Leonard Skinner do a song together, is what I would like to see.
Oh, what a group.
It'd probably turn into Zydeco, you know. So anyways, that's my music picks. Check out our music picks each and every week on InfiniteDancecast.com under the Music Picks tab.
That is correct.
And when we come back, we don't have anyone.
No, but we're gonna talk.
But we've got each other.
We have each other, and we have you.
And we have you, the listener. Thank you for listening. Nick and Desiree's Infinite Dancecast. We will be right back.
40 Dance Workshops is the nation's premier in-house dance experience. We come to you and offer dancers a personalized workshop in the comfort of their own studio. Build a customized schedule to best suit your student needs. Our faculty work in every facet of the entertainment industry. And now, for a limited time, Desiree Robbins is in the mix. Book her for your next workshop. We're available for booking year-round. Visit flow40dance.com or call 818-985-7005 for more information. Flow 40 Dance Workshops. Work hard, dance strong.
And welcome back, Nick and Desiree's Infinite Dance Cast. Oh, we switched it up like that.
I know, we're just getting good.
Okay, so we didn't talk about why we're in Burbank.
I know, they're probably like, why aren't they in the Hollywood Hills?
Especially first-time listeners. Usually we're broadcasting live from somewhere in the Hollywood Hills, but today we're somewhere in Burbank.
That's right, but we can say, I think.
Yeah, tell us why we're here.
We're at the Burbank Marriott, which we're having a workshop here I'm teaching at, so Nick was wonderful to come over and allow me to record in between my classes. So I'm at iHollywood's winter, well, they call it their warm-up. So it's not a full-out competition. It's basically just a training weekend, which is great. And we're starting a new company at iHollywood for dancers that will tour with our convention. And they're learning all their choreography for their show. And taking class from the hottest names. I mean, I know today they have Justin Giles. Of course, we talked about Marguerite Derricks, Nappy Tabs, me.
Corey
Finn's downstairs right now. Leo Morimune.
Ray Marcin, of course, is here.
Yes, everybody. So it's like kind of the hot place to be right now.
Yeah, great.
So that's why we're in Burbank at the Marriott, at the beautiful Burbank Marriott. We just didn't want you to think, well, where are they?
Yeah. Well. So our first-time listeners, just know that you can download this on iTunes.
Free.
Each and every week for free. Like you're going to say to your friend, is it for free? Yeah, it's for free. Okay, it's for free each and every week. Also, you can download this on infinitedancecast.com and download it straight to your computer. There are no viruses.
Right.
Okay.
Yes.
But this is episode number 23. So 23 weeks straight we've done interviews.
Absolutely.
23 weeks straight we've talked to 22 different people. Okay?
Yes.
And I think we've had a pretty good run.
It's a great body of interviews. I mean, it ranges from agents to dancers to college, professors. So we're really trying to encompass a lot of area in the world of dance.
Yeah, and
entertainment, I guess.
Of course, and if you're a young dancer with dreams and aspirations coming out to Los Angeles and New York, this is a great podcast to listen to. For instance, we had everyone from Kenny Wormald.
Right.
Episode 15 telling us about Footloose, which premieres in theaters all across the United States October 14th.
This week.
Is
that right? Oh. No, I'm sorry, a week from now.
Oh, it's coming up soon.
Yeah, and I remember Courtney, another one of our interviews, who was absolutely fabulous.
Courtney Galliano, episode 19.
You're good.
It's memory.
Her new tour, The Beat, which is going to be an amazing event. She said she saw Footloose, the premiere, and she said it was really fabulous.
And you know what?
I know those dance scenes are going to be insane.
Yeah, it's going to be insane. It's going to be great, though.
So let's everybody get out and support Footloose because we know that we love dance movies, and a good dance movie we really need in our industry.
Oh, yeah.
A good dance movie.
A good one.
So if you guys can get out, and Kenny is the nicest guy. His interview was amazing. Of course, I know many of the women out there are going to fall in love with him when they see him on the big screen. Yeah. And he has such a great story because they picked a no-name to be a huge lead, to follow that Kevin Bacon.
Right.
You never did Kevin Bacon number for me, but...
I can do that.
I know, you're going to figure that out. But, I mean, it's just, that's the Hollywood dream, isn't it?
Yeah.
Kenny just working and working, taking every job. I mean, I remember working with Kenny on this video for Brie Larson that was with the Universal about, 8 years ago, and he was just, the guy in the video, and now he's... I mean, I see his billboards all over.
Oh my gosh, you couldn't have been a nicer guy.
And it couldn't, absolutely.
And, he's dreamy. Let's be honest.
He is. Nick, your eyes got a little glassy.
Yeah, a little glassy.
Yeah.
But that's what Hollywood leading men are supposed to do, right?
Yeah.
Like for guys especially, it's supposed to make you want to hang out with them, and the leading ladies is supposed to make you want to date them. For guys, right? That's the formula, right?
So true.
So I mean,
you have to check that one out.
And Kenny's great. He actually texted me last night before I got on the airplane to come back to LA to say there's a screening of Footloose going on all across America. I want to see if you want to go, and I couldn't do it because I was out of town.
Such a bummer.
So, but how nice is that for him to
think of you?
That?
Yeah. He didn't think of me though. I'm kidding.
Oh, he didn't text you? I mean, he didn't text me either.
He called.
He called.
He knocked at my door.
So that's basically what we're all about.
Yes.
And this is not a normal podcast for us. Usually we're talking to someone right now and talking to them about their career, and we're telling them how great they are and blah, 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 and we're sitting here really jealous.
Or asking for jobs.
Yeah, whatever.
That does happen.
It's fine. It's cool.
But we want to inform you and try to help you see that everybody's path in this industry is different. And there is not one way to the top or the success. It is a squiggly line.
Right. It's not an exact science.
Everybody's is different. Everybody's path is different. So that, I think, is the basis of this, and bringing in a lot of different people to show this person did it this way, and nothing is wrong. This one did it this way, this one did it this way.
It's like my mom always says, with Cajun cooking, Cajun like Italian cooking, she does what's called like the Holy Trinity, which is the celery, onions, and bell peppers. You always start with that. She calls that the Trinity, and after that, you kind of make it up as you go. Right. When you really know a recipe.
Right.
And that's the same thing with dance. You have your headshot, your resume, and your shoes.
And
that's your Trinity.
Your contacts.
And then you go. And your contacts, So, it can get frustrating, because I was talking about this on the job that I was just on. I was talking with another dancer, like, man, I get so frustrated sometimes because people tell me, oh, I'm doing this. And I automatically think, oh, my gosh, they're the lead and I'm behind. And I was speaking with Mackenzie about this, too, is that you automatically feel like you're behind. When someone tells you they're doing something, you're like, I need to be doing something different and blah, blah, blah. But that's not how it is.
No.
Like you said, everyone has a
Everybody's path is, and I do remember something from when I was very young and first coming up to LA and taking class, and I probably, somebody said something to me and they said, maybe I should save it for after this break.
Oh, let's do that. We'll be right back, again with Nick and Des on Nick and Desiree's Infinite Dance Cast.
Amen.
As dance teachers, we spend countless hours editing music. Save time with professional audio engineers. Professional music edits for competitions start as low as $49. Clean cuts at affordable rates. Give your dancers a leg up on the competition. Email them for a quote. Visit dezworld.com. That's DEZ world.com for more details.
Hey, this is Ray Barcino with iHollywood Dance, and you're listening to Nick and Desiree's Infinite Dance Cast.
And welcome back. You are listening to Nick and Desiree's Infinite Dance Cast.
Dance Cast!
We are dance all day, every day, all the time, whether we have an interview or not.
Yeah, that's right. We don't care if people want to flake on us or not, because we're going to have a good time, darn it. Nobody puts baby in the corner. Nobody!
Okay, I know everybody's waiting to hear my amazing advice, but this was the really good advice that somebody gave me, and I try to think about it, because I do get like you, Nick, where I'm thinking, I'm not doing enough. Oh, that person got this. Somebody said, don't worry about what everybody else is doing. Worry about what you're doing.
Who said that? Let me guess. Thomas Jefferson?
Close.
Oh, okay.
No, it was my first dance teacher that, nobody would know her. And
You want to give her a plug?
Well, she passed away.
Well, God rest her soul.
It was Lynn Vogan.
Okay.
And she's the one that introduced me. I mean, I danced in a studio that was no bigger. The lobby and the dance room and the bathroom were like one room, and it was no bigger probably than this hotel room. And she taught me swing, and she did all that. But she said that to me, if you get in that thing of worrying about what everybody else is doing, then you don't think about yourself or worry about yourself.
Yeah.
So
And then you have confidence problems, and then it's a big mess.
Yeah. And then what's important is what you're doing, and that's what you should focus on.
I love that.
It's hard to do. It sounds easy and you can give advice, but it did help me a lot.
It's extremely hard to take the advice.
My gosh, I know.
Let me give you an example. This film I was just working on.
Yes. Shall remain nameless.
Yes. It will be revealed to you at a later date. One of the leads is a pretty well known but up and coming actress still, and She's like 28 years old.
Oh my goodness.
And I mean, just one of the leads in a film.
Those were the days.
Yeah, but at the end of the day, like you said, everyone's got a different path. You don't know how long she's been working.
Yeah, and you also don't know how long that's going to last.
That's true.
Some people get a great lead or do something, get the principal role of something, and then that might be their body of work.
Right.
So I think it's also longevity.
Right.
What is your entire body of work? It's not, one job should not define you. Just like you were saying about working for Marguerite.
Right.
You were obsessed with, you had to get that. But
right.
Your body of work, when I look at your resume, I'm always impressed.
Oh, well, thank you.
I am, and I'm always honored to be working with you because you do everything.
Well,
You've done so much. Film, TV, video, podcast. I mean,
podcast. Well, and that's what I'm saying is that, and I'll say to Mackenzie, like, I feel like I'm not working. She's like, what are you talking about?
I know you work all
the
exactly. I agree with her.
But see, I look at like Jeremy. You want a high five?
Yes.
Oh, okay. But I look at like Jeremy Hudson or Kevin Stay or those guys in the industry, dancers that I'm like, they work all the time. But then you talk to them, and they're like, I don't work all the time. It's a red herring. We're in a bubble.
Yeah, I understand. Yeah.
So it's tricky. You have to be happy with yourself. At the end of the day, if you can't leave set thinking, you know what, I did a good job.
Right.
Then you're in the wrong business. If that doesn't fulfill you, you're in the wrong business.
That's right.
You know what I mean? Stop searching for that Shangri-La that we're looking for because it's not there. You're doing it. You know what I'm saying? I'm working on Glee. I'm working on whatever.
Yeah.
That's it. If in the dance world, you don't get much better than that, and you have to be able to accept that. Now, if that's not enough for you, choreograph, direct,
do other
act,
things.
something.
Yeah. Just remember you're blessed to do what you love.
Absolutely.
No matter what it is.
Yeah, and
you could be sitting in an office or working at a restaurant.
Right, and I think a lot of people aren't happy with what they're doing, but that's only because all of a sudden they've arrived and they think it's going to be like rainbows and lollipops and tea time at Buttercup Junction.
Right.
It's just life. It's a job.
Right. Right.
So you have to be able to stop and smell the roses.
Right. I gave the kids last night a big speech after rehearsal. This is new to a lot of them. I have 70 kids here from all over the country and Canada. Pretty exciting. But really trying to tell them, you guys, you have to, this is Hollywood. I'm moving fast. And they were kind of like, you're going too fast. And I said, but this is it. So this program is meant to train you to be flexible and all these things. And when I said, who wants to be in the business? Every single child raised their hand. And I said, you really do? Because it's not easy. You have to want it really bad.
And as our friend Chester Cheetah says, it ain't easy being cheesy.
And it's not.
Which is kind of what I live by.
And it's not. I did want to share with everyone a podcast that's also on iTunes that's also a free download.
Okay, great.
There is a DJ. He does a lot of remixes. He works with my husband. His name is Dave Audet. His last name is spelled Aude. He remixes for everybody. Rihanna, Leanne. I mean, just it's limitless.
Right.
Actually, he just did a remix with Betty White.
Oh, I just worked with her.
I know. And you didn't do the video then because he said, she's doing a rap.
Doing a rap?
Yeah.
Oh
and then
gosh.
Doris Day is doing one with him. So he's like, young and old. He does everybody's stuff. But he spins for like an hour. And it's all free.
The podcast is music.
The podcast is music, but he talks a little bit in between and tells you what the songs are.
Okay.
But you would love, if you like the style of music I use a lot of Dave Audet remixes.
Right.
And really didn't know it until he came to the house yesterday to work with Michael.
Oh, cool.
And then he's like, talking.
So he does like good remixes, not like jock jams like, pump up the jam, pump it, pump it, pump it, pump it, pump it, boys are back in town.
Right. He actually,
Right.
He mixes it on. They're very good. And
Cool.
I think he has a couple other DJ guests on as well.
Okay.
So he's really, really well known in the world.
So it's a good place to find some music.
Really great place to find some music. So, when he was talking to me, I'm like, I'm going to go check that out.
Yeah.
And then he was like, well, do you want to do some jobs? Because I work with the Pussycat Dolls and this and that.
Hey.
Like,
he asked you if you wanted to do drugs?
Yes.
What did you say?
Jobs.
Oh, jobs. I was like, Desiree, don't do drugs. That's bad for you.
I know, I won't.
Okay, speaking of people that look like they're on drugs, let's talk about dance moms.
And our competition, our contest is going on.
Yeah, and look, Dance Moms is almost over. If you're tired of hearing about Dance Moms, sorry, we're almost done. But I watched the last episode last
You've
night.
really had a little bit of time to really watch it now.
I'm over it now.
Are you?
I love the dancers; they're great, but it just seems a little overproduced to me.
It is very No, I know.
And I'm not talking smack on any of the producers or anything like that. I'm just a consumer.
And we give them big props for getting something on TV.
Yeah.
Quite honestly, I mean, it's hard to do that, and the fact that they got it going, and I that just makes me excited that we could actually do something like that. So that's
exactly.
good. But I do understand what you're saying, and the crossing out and the pyramid and
and like talking bad in front of the kids like that, even if it is acted or scripted, you shouldn't be doing that because those 8-year-olds they don't understand the difference between two. And I'm not now. Look, it's very possible that it is all real. Like this is actually how they are. I will give them the benefit of the doubt. I'm just saying, for my taste, I'm kind of over it.
Yeah.
But hey, I'll watch it because I love TV, and it's not that I don't believe it. It's just.
No, and that is why we did this contest.
Yes.
With Star Quest competition to get you to submit your 2-minute video.
No longer than 2 minutes.
No longer than 2 minutes. To show us what your studio life is like.
Right.
And perhaps try to get either the positive spin or the more realistic picture of what dance is and what a dance studio runs like.
It's not that hard. Pull out your iPhone, your flip video cam, your grandpa's old VHS camcorder.
Put it on your shoulder.
Put it on your shoulder. Take it around the studio, do a short 2-minute video, and send and reply. You have to reply to our YouTube video.
That's right. So it's on YouTube under the StarQuest channel. Mm-hmm. And then all the rules are on the StarQuestDance.com website.
Right.
So make sure you check it out. We would love to see you in action in your studio and all the people that help make that studio go.
That's
you know
correct.
what I mean, right?
Right. And you win some great
really
prizes.
excited to see.
The grand prize winner is going to be a guest on our show.
Which would have been great for today.
Right. So if you're sitting there at home, you're like, oh, I wish I could have. Yeah, guess what? You can be a guest on Nick and Desiree Infinite
please.
Dance.
And then they have StarQuest dollars, which will go towards, you can use it for your studio to go compete. And there's a lot of prizes. So you want to check that out. And we're just honored that, Michael from StarQuest came together with us to do this. So we would love to see your videos. Get them in. Read all the rules, make sure, you got it all down, but I think it'll be fun watching and seeing different studios from different parts of the country.
It's not that hard to put a video together. Me and Desiree did that. I was in Houston. She was in California.
That is funny.
We put it together in one night. I mean, it's that easy. We're not looking for multi-million-dollar George Lucas films here.
No, not at all.
2 minutes.
2 minutes. So make sure you check that out. It also, I did post it on Facebook. I mean, our videos on our Facebook. So you can't not find it?
You can't not find it. Double negative will kill you. Just remember.
I know. His mother does English. What can I do?
She's a librarian. No longer than 2 minutes, which is how long we will be gone. Check this out. Food to go coming up right next. Nick and Desiree's Infinite Dance Cast. We'll be right back.
Flow 40 Dance Workshops is the nation's premier in-house dance experience. We come to you and offer dancers a personalized workshop in the comfort of their own studio. Build a customized schedule to best suit your student needs. Our faculty work in every facet of the entertainment industry. And now, for a limited time, Desiree Robbins is in the mix. Book her for your next workshop. We're available for booking year-round. Visit flow40dance.com or call 818-985-7005 for more information. Flow 40 Dance Workshops. Work hard, dance strong.
Easy to make and take with you on the go.
Welcome to Food to Go with Steph and Ro.
I'm Steph.
And I'm Ro. This week's healthy snack is the watermelon slushie.
Oh, the watermelon slushie, so good. And watermelon is in season until November.
So we're good to go on this one.
Totally good to go. Food to go. Okay, so the ingredients you'll need are 6 ice cubes, as much watermelon as fits in the blender, and a squirch of honey.
I like that ice cubes is first on the list and not the watermelon.
Well, the ice cubes are important.
I suppose.
Okay.
So to make this snack, you cut your watermelon in half, and I like to use an ice cream scooper to scoop out the watermelon. It makes it more fun.
Oh my gosh, it's so fun and easy.
And then if you're wondering how much a squirch of honey is, it's just, you just squeeze the bottle.
Yeah, you could watch some of our episodes on Facebook, and we do sometimes a good job of squirching and sometimes a not so good job.
I actually always do a good job of squirching. Steph, I can't speak for her.
Okay, moving on. Okay, so why this snack is great for you is that watermelon provides fiber, lycopene, and water. Good for hydration.
And summertime, anytime it's hot, really.
Yeah.
Sometimes people like to have a cold beverage. Like they like to go get like a Slurpee or one of those things.
Oh, boy.
So this is like that, except it won't rot your insides.
Oh, my gosh, or your teeth. So your dentist and your doctor, they're going to thank you.
Everybody's going to be happy.
Oh, my gosh. And adults, if you're listening, you can add mint to this snack, and it's so good.
I mean, I suppose kids could also add mints.
Okay.
It's legal for them to add mint.
Agreed, kids. Add your mint.
But it's, the flavor is probably more adult-like.
But it's going to help you eat the rainbow. But anyway.
But
okay.
it is a perfect party drink, I would say.
Oh, my gosh. The watermelon slushy. Enjoy it.
It is so sweet.
Follow
Enjoy
us
the
on-
watermelon slushy.
Absolutely. Follow us on Twitter at Food to Go Steph Rowe. Visit infinitedancecast.com and click on the Food to Go menu
To check out this week's healthy snack. Join us here every week.
on Nick and Desiree's Infinite Dancecast.
Have a healthy week.
Hey, this is Michael Riccio, and you're listening to Nick and Desiree's Infinite Dancecast.
And welcome back. You are listening to Nick and Desiree at Nick and Desiree's Infinite Dancecast.
Dancecast. We want to thank Nick and Desiree for being here today in the studio in Burbank. Thanks, Nick and Desiree. Oh, you're welcome, Nick and Desiree.
Oh,
It's so
you're
great.
Thank you.
You guys look great. For your age, you're only like 18. Oh, yeah, we're only like 18.
Yeah, your skin. No Botox, huh?
No, just eucalyptus oil every morning. Twice a day.
Every morning, twice a day.
Okay, so we're here in Burbank.
At the workshop, yes.
And you're not just tuning in because it's not live, okay?
Although I think I said.
Oh, it is live. You're just kidding.
But it is because we don't go back in it.
Well, we're doing it live. Yeah, we don't go back in it, so it is live.
Yeah.
But if you're tuning in, you downloaded the podcast. Hopefully, you listened to the entire show.
Or this would be kind of weird.
Or yeah, exactly. Let's make a random reference. So maybe
And
the
then a
people
pop
just tuning
quiz.
in will think like we already talked about it.
Okay.
Elephant.
Water for elephants.
Right, exactly. So
Okay,
you have to
anyway,
listen to the whole
there
show.
we
Okay, so here's what I want to talk about. Yeah, I know. I don't know. I'm crazy. I'm kind of hungry, I think. Listen, this is...
I can get catering. There's an apple.
Oh, there's an apple over there. And one of those a day. Okay, so check this out. Where are you going?
I'm just going to do this because I think we're going to have some...
Oh, we got some people coming in. We're in a hotel room. Okay, so here's the deal. You think you can dance? I have this thing. Okay, one time I was in class, and I think I've talked about this before. I said to them, the kids, if I could give you one job in the world, what would it be?
Okay.
They say, so you think you can dance?
Why?
Well, I don't know. I think that's this generation's fame, yeah. Which is what I want to say is fine because we know we have a lot of friends. Courtney Galliano, at Lauren Gottlieb, Leo, Alex Wong, all these people have been on So You Think You Dance, and that's fine. But I think all of these people understand that is not the pinnacle. That is not
It's a springboard.
It's a springboard. Yeah, absolutely. So the deal is that always dream bigger. What is your next move?
Right. Don't just stop yourself at, I got this.
Right.
Because there's a lot of people that come off that show and then they don't go anywhere because they haven't thought the whole career through.
Right.
Right?
And that's not to say you can't change your mind as you go.
That's right.
I do and you do as on a daily basis.
Well, yeah, and you should because you should always remain happy.
Right.
And just follow your happiness and inevitably you're going to make your dreams come true.
Word.
Look, I had to say that slow because you know how I flub words all the time.
Inevitably.
Inevitably.
So the moral of the story is, basically when I was growing up, I was thinking, I'm going to do Pepsi commercials with Mandy Moore and Greg Russell. Well,
And I know what else you wanted to do.
What's that?
A beer commercial.
A beer commercial. And I did it. Oh, all right.
That's catering.
Yeah, we got some catering coming in. So yeah, no, I did. And I did the beer commercial. I did it.
You did do it.
I did San Miguel beer in Spain.
You did. That's right. And that was awesome because you got to fly to Spain.
They flew me to Spain for an entire week, 5 days to work for 30 minutes.
And I want everyone to know something that Nick is really good about, and actually Michael and I do this too. We make goal lists. You know, like you have what you call your bucket list.
Right.
I mean, that encompasses probably your life too.
Yeah.
But for dance, you should do that as well.
Right.
You know, and whether you hit those marks or not, or you get off the path and you do something else, I mean, you don't know everything that's out there. So go with the flow.
And that's what we were talking about earlier. Marguerite Derricks. It was on my to-do list, but it kind of moved to my hey, that'd be cool if I could do that list.
Right.
Not my it needs to know. So these things can change.
Right.
Don't limit yourself, because I did that for 8 years out here. I was like, I gotta do this and this and this, instead of just like being happy and like doing a job and like taking it as it goes.
Right. And
and you're like that too.
I know, I am.
Which is great.
Yeah. You got to really not think that you think, I know people audition year after year, and I think that's a great thing to do. If you don't get on, keep going at it, but don't think that is going to be your end-all be-all.
Right. What do you want to do?
Think about it. Who do you really remember that's won every show? I mean, you don't remember those dancers unless they keep doing things. Right. Right?
Right.
And
once you get out into the professional world, that doesn't mean jack squat.
They don't care.
Yeah, we want to work with people that are professional, and that's how it is. Not to diminish Think You Can Dance, because it's a great show.
It is, and we are thrilled that it is on the air, because it does help our
Are you kidding
craft.
me? It brought so much dance back to
It
television.
did, and people understand it. So.
Thank you, Nigel.
Right.
And company.
Right.
We want to send a special thank you to our producers. Oh, yeah, to our special guest. Desiree, go ahead and thank them.
Thank you, Nick Drago, for being here. It's been a pleasure.
Thank you, Desiree Robbins.
Oh.
I want to say another special thank you to our producers. Michael, bringing sexy back Benicos, and Emily, floats like a butterfly, stings like a brown, for producing our show. And most of all, we want to thank you, the listener, because without you, only our moms would be listening.
I do love that.
Nick and Desiree's Infinite Dance Cast.
Hey, check out our interviews coming up. You are not going to want to miss these.
We'll see you next week.